Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome to Shop Travel Live, your one-stop shop for all things travel and personal enrichment. We all have this invisible space around us, right? Our own personal bubble. Boundaries are like the line drawn around that bubble that says, this is me, this is where you stop, and this is how I expect to be treated. They're about respecting yourself and your needs. Think of it like this. You wouldn't let someone eat off your plate without asking, would you? Boundaries are the same thing, but for your time, energy, emotions, all the good stuff that makes you. Why are they so important? Because they're the key to living a life that feels good on the inside. Boundaries help us prioritize ourselves, protect our well-being, and build healthy relationships. Without them, we risk feeling overwhelmed, resentful, and taken advantage of. It's like trying to bake a cake without a pan. Messy and disappointing. Healthy boundaries aren't about shutting people out or building fortresses. They're more like fences, defining your space while allowing for connection and good vibes. For example, setting a boundary might look like saying no to a social event because you need some downtime. It could be speaking up when someone interrupts you constantly. It could even be something as simple as setting aside time each day for yourself, even if it's just 15 minutes to read a book. Remember, setting boundaries is a way of saying yes to yourself and what you need to thrive. So how do you know where you need to draw the line? Start by paying attention to how you feel in different situations. Do you feel drained after spending time with a certain person? Do you dread certain tasks or commitments? Do you feel like you're always the one giving, with little in return? Those feelings are your internal alarm bells, signaling a need for better boundaries. Think of your life like a house. Each room represents a different area: work, relationships, family, self-care. Are there any rooms where you feel your boundaries are weak or non-existent? That's where you'll want to focus your attention. Building your boundaries, brick by brick. Setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to people-pleasing. Start small and be kind to yourself as you learn. One helpful tip is to use I statements when communicating your boundaries. Instead of saying, "You're always late," try "I feel disrespected when you're late for our plans." Another tip: practice saying no more often. It might feel awkward initially, but it gets easier, I promise. Remember, saying no to one thing often means saying yes to something else that's more important to you. And finally, be consistent. It takes time to establish new patterns, so don't get discouraged if people test your boundaries initially. Respect is a two-way street. Give it, get it. Just as it's important to set your own boundaries, it's equally crucial to respect the boundaries of others. Remember the golden rule? Treat others how you want to be treated. If someone says no or expresses a need that differs from yours, respect their decision. Listen actively when someone is sharing their boundaries with you. Don't try to guilt-trip them or minimize their feelings. When we all commit to respecting each other's boundaries, we create stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling relationships. Before we wrap up, we have a small request. Please click the like button, subscribe, and share this video with others for more content. We'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Setting boundaries is a journey, not a destination. It's about learning, growing, and becoming the best, most authentic versions of ourselves.